We did nothing wrong!
Yeah, we did. We were supposed to fight for people who couldn't fight for themselves.
The debate that never was, yet was, and still is, kind of like that passage in Revelation 17 referencing the beast. But watch the following clip that comes from a video of Dr. White's from Alpha and Omega Ministries, and it's entitled The King James Bible Debate with Nathan Cravat. And then we'll get to work on it.
Let's get some information from you. It sounds like we had somewhat similar upbringings. Now, I was never King James only. Certainly in my independent fundamentalist Baptist circles, there was a preference, but I could carry a Schofield Reference Bible without lightning coming out of the sky. So that probably meant I was a liberal fundamentalist from what it sounds like you grew up in. So
to begin with, Brother Ruckman and I are going to help and assist Brother White and Brother Cravat in defining King James Version Onlyism, and also giving them some rudder steer as to where they can find the origins of the terminology. Because one thing's for certain, neither Dr. Ruckman nor myself nor anybody in our camp of King James Bible believers are really King James Version onlyists. Because in the strictest sense of the terms, King James Version onlyist means that no other Bible in any age or any time period in history was pure, preserved as the inspired Word of God. And Brother Ruckman does not believe that. I do not believe that. And the people that I fellowship with do not believe that. Although we do believe that the King James Bible is the pure, preserved, and inspired Word of God in the English language. Okay. In the first place, let's listen to what Brother Ruckman actually says in his book. And if Brother White had time to actually read through Brother Ruckman's book, he would know this. This is after the introduction, chapter 1, Informing the Uninformed. I quote Brother Ruckman here. Scholarship onlyism is much easier to define than the mysterious King James onlyism. For example, while using the Authorized Version 1611, I recommend Tyndale's Version 1534, the Great Bible 1539, the Geneva Bible 1568, Valera's Spanish Version 1596, Martin Luther's German Version 1534, and a number of others, to include the Elizabeth Russian Bible, to include Diodati's Italian Bible, to include Miles Coverdale's English translation. So if you get a chance, check out Search for the Truth on YouTube, that channel, and search for the video where the brother posts advanced manuscript evidence by Brother Ruckman, and you can hear Brother Ruckman say that for himself. Brother Ruckman does not believe that only the King James Version of 1611 is the only Word of God that's pure and that is preserved and that is in fact inspired. In matter of fact, this would include Brother Ruckman's belief that the Greek Textus Receptus is the preserved Word of God, that the Masoretic Hebrew text is the preserved Word of God. Okay? What's more than that is the term itself, King James Version Onlyist, it doesn't originate with people who are King James Bible believers. Imagine that. Same book by Brother Ruckman, Scholarship Only Controversy on page 4. Scholarship Onlyism is the simplest ism on earth to understand. In King James Onlyism, the term invented by Bob Jones III in the 1970s. The term, again, it was not initiated by Brother Ruckman. It was not initiated by any of us in the King James Bible believer camp, which is actually a more accurate way of saying it. We believe that there are other translations in other languages that follow a pure line of manuscripts. And this is where the opposing viewpoint fails to see what we're trying to delineate when they talk to folks many times. They fail to explain fully, anyway, that these translations are preserved, they are pure, they are inspired because their underlying manuscripts that they are translated from are from a pure line of Byzantine, Syrian type Greek texts and some other texts that branch off of those pure texts, such as some old Itala and old Latin texts. And so to Brother White, I would simply say, Brother White, God bless you, brother. But your terminology, King James Onlyism, doesn't originate with our camp, doesn't originate with Brother Ruckman. And in the strictest sense of the term, neither Brother Ruckman nor myself nor anybody else that's a King James Bible believer considers themselves to be King James Version onlyists. And so in concluding, we want to reemphasize and stress the importance of understanding that the term King James Version onlyist, in its strictest definition, did not originate with Dr. Ruckman. It did not originate with any of us other King James Bible believers. And so finally, we want to say to Brother White, watch out. Sometimes that lightning does strike. And have a blessed day.